Okay, I guess we're live.
Time crisis.
All right, hopefully comes through. Sweet. All right, I guess it's Time Crisis Tuesday. So, let me adjust this sensor. So I just figured I'd play through Time Crisis, Crisis Zone, and Time Crisis 2 and 3, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I'll just get into it.
Crisis zone.
Let me just one last thing. All right. I've been playing this game a lot recently and trying to, like, get good at it. I'm not really the best at Time Crisis, but, like, there's a game where, like, you can keep practicing it and do well. So there's two types of levels. Garland Square is the arcade version, and then there's Grass Market, which is exclusive to the PS2 version. What's up, dude? This emulator uses... This is the PS2 emulator. So this was ported... This was an arcade game, but it got ported to PS2. So there's 3 levels. You can select in any order. By the way, hopefully audio is okay. I usually like to start with Dry Creek Plaza.
Dry Creek Plaza.
Yep, exactly. And this is a gun I got, the GUN4IR, which uses infrared sensors around the screen, so you can play like gun games on PC. Alright. So it's a game about comboing everything in sight, and there's a lot of destruction. So that's one of the things that makes Crisis Zone so known. Alright. It's pretty straightforward. When you hear that noise, it means someone's gonna shoot you, and you'll see the crosshair, and you just have to duck. Release the cover button. Pretty standard Time Crisis fare, like that.
Action.
So yeah, it's pretty satisfying. I've actually never played the arcade version, so I don't know how it compares. And I instinctively like to, duck whenever I have to dodge a shot, because that's the thing I just do in Time Crisis. Got my setup. Thank you, appreciate it. I got a new gaming PC and some other stuff. It's been going okay so far. Oh, those beautiful female statues have to be destroyed. So basically, the story of this game is there's a terrorist group that's taken over this this mall or this city square place, and you have to stop them. And most of the guys look like space cadets, or like they just went out paintballing. All these terrorist guys. And the graphics on the arcade version are way different. People have, like, their preferences, which is better, arcade or PS2. Unfortunately, I haven't played arcade to really, like, know how it compares. But there is one near me. Unfortunately, the arcade only opens during, like, the summers, when it's not cold out because it's by a beach. But they have a crisis zone. Galloping Ghost was at C2 E2, but Doc was not there. Oh man, Doc's cool. It's insane how Galloping Ghost continues to grow. I've lost count of how many machines that freaking place has. Every Monday, like literally every Monday, they stream a new game. If you're in the Illinois area, I recommend Galloping Ghost. Pretty nice place. Actually beat the House of the Dead Guinness World Record there recently. You can go for scores on the machines. Any machine, just ask. It's really nice. Be sure to shoot that panda hat because I have to. So this game in terms of scoring, it's a mixture of going for combos and playing fast. Pretty tricky to hold combos. Sir! So this is the first boss. The destruction in this game is pretty incredible, I will say. There's a lot to do. Like, almost every part of the tank here could be destroyed. Destroy those parts. Drop the combo. Their banner said world's largest. Congrats to Galloping Ghost Arcade. Yeah, it's incredible. I can't imagine it's really easy to like maintain and find all those machines, and they have some rare games, so pretty cool. Oh, a little bit. My frame's dropping. Okay. Weird. I don't know why I dropped frames there. Oh well. So I just focus on the machine gun here because that's the one part that seems like you can't destroy. But you can still keep shooting it for combos. So you'll see the points counting up as I get the combo. Action! Alright, final phase. Here we go. First boss, first stage. So it grades you not only on your combos, but also points. So that was 320,000 points for clearing that.
Zone select.
I think Garland Park is the one stage I tend to struggle with because of the boss. I guess it's good to play it next because I'm still at 4 lives. You only get 4 lives to get through the whole game.
We're holding back from the outside. Action.
I guess we're in London. So that's the main set piece of the game. Kind of interesting seeing, like, some of these light gun games take place in, like, real geographic locations or places resembling it. Those two ninja guys are pretty dangerous. Shoot all the balloons down. All the hats. There's so much stuff to destroy. It is pretty incredible. I did not see that grenade. That really sucks. Some of the projectiles are really hard to pick out. That's the plot of this game. So basically, there's a terrorist organization called the URDA, led by a guy named Derek Lynch. And you're part of the STF, which is an anti-terrorist organization. You're just trying to reclaim this whole place, defeat the terrorists, and you're armed with a machine gun. You have a shield, like a riot cop or whatever. I don't know if the game actually tells you like what year this takes place, but it is indeed London. This game is sort of like a spin-off to the Time Crisis series, but there's no connections to Time Crisis, like in terms of like story. Like there's no Wild Dog or anything. It's just kind of like an offshoot, in the same way that Raising Storm is. That one machine gun game we played when we saw Midsummer at the movie theater. Shadow Man's my friend in real life. That's a spin-off as well, Raising Storm. Is the fog effect removed? Hey, Hysteria. Yeah, I removed it with a patch. That actually is possible with PCX2, which is the emulator I'm using. You basically... So, PCXX... I keep saying the name wrong. The PS2 emulator, I'll just call for simplicity. So, they have a new feature in which you actually can dump textures, and it has a thing in which you can basically choose a texture and then edit it. So you have to play the game and then dump the texture of the fog effect. Because this was a CRT-based light gun game, and to use the machine gun, it would have this fog effect on screen. Otherwise, you would just have horrid screen flashing for every shot with the machine gun. It would be a nightmare. And you can patch that out. You have to find the texture and then replace it with a new one. So I did like a transparent texture, and that removes it. I've not had success doing so with Time Crisis 2 and 3, though. So, unfortunately, epilepsy warning for those games. Even though I'm not using a CRT, this is on my computer monitor. With the magic of a GUN4IR, you can just use IR sensors and shoot that way. Alright, and second boss. But yeah, it's a texture. It's like a fog effect. It's really hard to see. And there's so many textures in the game, so you have to, like, go through the texture dump file when you activate it during gameplay. I know, because I knew that mod existed because SM Radis talked about it. SM Radis, another light gun player, he put the patch on this, and he said it makes the game kind of closer to the arcade version. Because arcade doesn't have the fog effect, because it's like a laser or a camera or something. The arcade version is very interesting with how it works, light gun wise. Check for those missiles. You cannot shoot those missiles, I don't think, or at the very least, you have no time to deal with all of them, so you have to duck. Uses an IR camera to sense. You're right. It's pretty interesting, yeah. Actually terrified of it failing. Yeah, I mean, like, where are the replacements? I mean, unless people reverse engineer, like, make their own, but it's like, it's really hard. It makes me, that's why I also worry about, like, also, you have to duck there, or use the shield, and there's no sound effect when it hits you with the shield, for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, people need to, like, keep making, like, reproduction, aftermarket stuff, if whenever possible, to keep these games working even after the warranties expire, but it's, I know it's difficult. Thanks for the good luck, Hysteria. What's the strangest light gun game I've ever played? Good question. I would have to think about that. Adventure is a really strange game that's sort of like the Namco minigame collection Point Blank. So it's like a bunch of minigames, but it's about eggs, like eggs with faces, and you have to shoot bad eggs and not shoot good eggs. And it has spectacularly crappy, like, 3D animation, like around, like, it does not look like Toy Story quality or anything. Pretty goofy. It also has some bugs in it as well. And I actually own a board for Eggventure, but ironically enough, it's stuck in a filing cabinet. I have no idea how to get it out. I don't have the key. So it's been kind of a meme for myself, and maybe I'll make it a meme on the Twitch stream here if I ever play that. So yeah, we're recapturing all the parts of the Garland Square. Well, guys actually made progress on reproduction guns, Fighter's Choice Arcade. Yeah, I've heard of that channel. From what I've heard, they've done some pretty weird stuff with, like, data on eBay or something. You probably have to talk to Cal about that, but, like, yeah, they've done, like, lots of videos on, like, Namco arcade hardware in general. It's pretty cool. I remember seeing those Crisis Zone development videos. It's very nice. It's good that there's people still thinking of, like, as much as, like, light gun games are pretty niche and considered dead, I guess. I guess they're not fully dead because we still get new games, but, like, on home consoles, like, most of them don't support light guns. It is nice that people are still trying to, like, preserve these older games and get them working on, you know, even when the hardware fails. It's very nice. So this is like the boss of the stage, and you have to chase them through. It's weird see the enemies not react to getting shot. There's some differences in the animations on this port. Although I've really not played the arcade version of Crisis Zone that much, so I really don't know how to compare it. Whenever I have the chance to play one, though, I definitely will. I wish you could just stay around and just shoot everything all day, but you can't. You gotta do this all quickly. Okay. Yeah, the armor guys especially will, like, not react much to things. Another boss that we're chasing after. The giant spinning orb in the middle of this room, I have no idea why it's here. Just giant spinning thing. Tons of spinning things in this room, actually. That kind of stuff just makes me laugh, I don't know why. whole laboratory. We're gonna lay waste to it. Everything, even the little posters on the walls, we can't let them stand. Yeah, it's pretty chaotic. Lots of destruction, lots of the shit happening on the screen. It's one of those kind of games. Well, I got my cat. I hadn't seen one in like 7 years. Can't remember the last time I saw one before then. Yeah, same. It's been a while. I probably have seen Crisis Zone when I was a kid, but it's been so long, and it never. I've told this story before, but I just like I went through a phase in life where like I didn't really play much of Time Crisis because I thought the games were unfair, but it was really just a skill issue. I didn't know how to play them, and yeah, it's getting harder and harder to find Crisis Zones. Not really doing well in terms of scoring, but it's really difficult. You have to like combo everything. All right, and then the third boss fight. We're fully working gun is like $700. Oh my god, it's insane. It's like, God forbid that thing breaks, and then, like, finding replacement, yeah. Maybe that's why, we're seeing it less and less, because operators are like, well, I don't want to deal with having to replace this super expensive bit of arcade hardware, so let's just replace this with, like, the new stuff. Decent combo, I guess. So this is the key to scoring, is combos like this. And that's really the strategy of Crisis Zone. But it's really hard. I have issues comboing. It takes a lot of practice. You have to dodge a bunch of stuff this big guy throws at you. These terrorist guys. I thought Time Crisis 2 and Crisis Zone ran on the same arcade board, but I think it's actually different. But they came out, I believe they came out around like the same time. Because they both kind of have like the staticky audio from that Gashin audio system, sound system, whatever, which I kind of like. I need to quickly kill this guy. Oop, there we go. You got a time limit. There's a Time Crisis game in all but name, so. I'm gonna try to get a decent combo on this guy. That guy's dead. Alright, just one more. A lot of his projectiles that he fires, like, it's impossible to actually shoot them all down. I just want to get as many as possible. Shit. There we go, got him. Alright, one final level. It's a shame because, I mean, this game's kind of been growing on me. It is fun. It's got good pacing, good destruction. I really want to play the arcade version.
We've secured the area.
So they're both okay. Namco System 23, System 23 to Super System 23 to Super System 23.
Below the basement level of
Time
this
Crisis 2 works on
complex,
both.
there is an experimental
Super
nuclear
23, Super 23 Evo 2. Okay. So,
called Geyser
some
1.
similarities, but there are different bits of arcade hardware for this and
Immediately.
Time Crisis 2. Interesting.
Geyser 1.
If I ever go to an arcade auction, I'll have to keep an eye out for this game. We'll see. Oops. Pretty good. It's a fun game.
I have been waiting for you, my STF
Most of the hardware I own is Sega. Well, I only have
drive.
two House of the Dead 2 boards, Evil Knight from Konami, which is the Konami M2 system, and whatever board Egg Venture runs on. I've not had any Namco hardware yet. I've been tempted to buy it, but I think maybe just getting a cabinet would be more better because you get the full package. Instead of having, like, super gun it, you have to plug it into the wall or something and figure out how to wire it up that way. And finding a CRT monitor. Alright. Derek Lynch. With a last name like that, he lives up to his name. He is not a nice man. And also, he also has like projectiles that are sometimes hard to tell. Okay. So it seems like headshots actually will quickly dispatch enemies. Whoa, shit. Forgot about that ninja guy. That was... There's the grenade. See, it's because it blends in with the darkness, really. This pattern's nuts. Watch. See, there's the grenade. Okay, got him. Those knife throwers, I found out they throw projectiles, but the projectile will only actually hit you if you see that crosshair, over them, or the aiming reticle, I should say. That's a more accurate term. All right, come on, Derek Lynch. His last stand. There we go. 1cc. Good start to the stream. Boom. Good stuff. There's only one life lost. That was a pretty good run. Copy protection is the reason why it doesn't work in MAME. That's interesting. I always thought it was like just glitches, just typical emulation issues, but that's... If it's copy protection, that's pretty smart.
Get down.
Hopefully someone can... Hopefully they can find a way through it.
Unit, report.
Okay, sir.
No problem,
Still
sir.
in one piece.
I love the ending to this game, it's pretty funny.
Mission accomplished. We're going home.
Let's see what happens. I love the arcade version of Time Crisis 2, so it would be a shame if MAME can't run it. We'll see what happens in the future. I mean, Konami M2 like emulation was like considered impossible or whatever, but they got it working. $97,048. Did this game come out in 1997? Maybe it's a Namco. Maybe it's like an Easter egg. Sometimes Namco puts Easter eggs in their games. It's like the scene from Ghostbusters. That's the game. so I have to wait. Here we go. That actually beat my PB. Holy shit. 3.7 million. Holy crap.
Congratulations.
Holy crap. I do plan to upload a Crisis Zone run to YouTube. I just... Probably later tonight I'll practice this a bit and record some runs, and then pick whatever the best run is and upload that. So that's the arcade version. There is an extra stage, which I don't really feel like playing it, because it's kind of a slog. Or maybe that's not the right terminology. It's really hard. So there's a story mode here. I just played through Garland Square, that's the arcade version. But there's this Grass Market District, which is 2 extra levels that the arcade version doesn't have. And I feel like by doing so, the stream would go on a bit longer. So I think I'm just going to switch gears and do Time Crisis 2. So let me quickly do that. And I'm gonna be right back. Let me switch the game here. So,
Time Crisis.
all right. Not the smoothest of game transitions, but it gets the job done. I love this game. Time Crisis 2 is so good. I like the arcade version. PS2, I think, preserves a lot of what I think I like about the arcade, but I like the arcade better. What's up, Opposition for Kyaza? Another day. Yep, just another day of shooting things. BRB, no problem, Shadow Man. I think the cutscenes actually glitch on the emulator. Oh, I should probably update the game. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. That's actually very important.
Christy, I found some data about the satellite network.
I don't remember what my best score on this is.
No one can beat them.
Keith and Robert.
Okay, we're good.
Well, it appears we have a guest.
I hate this guy,
Looks like we caught you just in time.
but...
Like this would have been problematic. The Tuesday,
So the audio glitches out with the emulation on this. Especially the ending, it's pretty funny. Weird.
you have no how your plan is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip it. Man, this game's so fun. Okay. Ooh, that nasty red bullet. Another one. Wow. Pacing in this game, I really like how quick and buttery smooth it is. In some later Time Crisis games, I don't think get the pacing done as right as this one. You can actually shoot the guys being flung by the explosion. That's awesome. I've not tried that because I thought it like doesn't let you fire. Maybe next time I play, I'll have to try it out. It's a decent area one. There's only one place near me that has a Time Crisis 2 arcade. They have it set on hard. There's... Well, hard to me. Maybe it's the default difficulty, but it's only 3 lives per credit instead of by default, which is... 4 lives per credit. Okay. Try for that hat trick. If you shoot the boss you're chasing in the hats every time you see him, you actually unlock a secret route, which is worth bonus points. But yeah, you kind of just quickly cruise through the game. Okay. God, this game is so much fun. Hidden extra credits in the opening game's dark title? I don't believe it. I don't think there's any secrets, hidden credits or anything. Get up at least 2 or 3 shots off. Okay. This is probably the first Time Crisis game I ever played. Drop the combo there. I saw this at almost every arcade I went to as a kid, and now it's very hard to find. And after like giving this game a chance and playing it, I feel like I really missed out. And I'm regretting not giving the game more of a try. I just didn't know how to duck and avoid bullets. Just shoot those, here we go. Shoot those cannons, really, to get rid of them. This part you can't really fully combo, so it's kind of best to just shoot enemies as fast as possible. You can't really chain throughout this scene, so you just want to clear it quickly. The game does give you points based on how, like time, like how fast you clear scenes. There's a the color of the enemies kind of determines how special they are. So sometimes guys dressed as yellow appear, and those guys are worth bonus points. Also, if you shoot your partner, you lose points. But you don't lose a life. It's not like Virtual Cop or House of the Dead. There's no life penalty. It's not the... I wanted to kill him faster, but... It's okay, we get through it without getting a hit. That's good. Yeah, this, the GUN4IR technology makes it pretty accurate, yeah.
I knew it. These maniacs have got the military satellite.
I'm still not super best at this game because this game basically, most enemies you shoot them 3 times
There's no time
for combos, and the first shot on the enemy kind of determines their point value. So you basically want to shoot them in the head. Like the first body part is worth a specific amount of points, head is worth the most, and then you can shoot them 2 more times afterwards. You have to kind of chase them with your bullets. So head, body, body on as many enemies as possible. That's a strategy. It's hard because you gotta do it quickly. And also, I think if you make 10 shots in a row without missing, you get a bonus point value that increases. Pretty interesting scoring system. It's one of those games you keep playing over and over and you improve. I think that's what makes the Time Crisis games unique. Just how the scoring systems are crafted. Probably the most interesting scoring systems in any light gun game I've ever played. Also, those red guys that pop out, there actually are different paths you take, because this is a 2-player game. If you're playing in 2-player, each player takes their own special routes. But in single player, the enemies you shoot actually changes the route you take. That guy's really nasty, that guy behind the bush there. Machine gun. Yeah, some scenes you get a machine gun. So I think this is the only other machine gun scene in the game. The first machine gun scene I skipped because I got the secret route in stage 1. I will always duck whenever I see those red bullets. 1, 2. I miscounted. So those platforms, you can shoot them 3 times to destroy them. So you want to combo all the guys and then shoot the platform last. I didn't really do that. Okay. Man, the combos in this game are so much fun. I love it. Even if I'm not as good as SM Raidus or Kaz gun shooting, it's fun to try, and hopefully I can improve. Ninja guy. Okay. There's a secret route here if you shoot these guys. I'm not gonna take it. If you shoot both those yellow guys, you take a secret route, but I think you can score more by not taking it. Each stage in this game has a... Oh, man. Each stage has a secret route if you do something special. Wow. Fortunately, you get iframes when it says wait.
Action! Danger! 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 Danger!
Danger. So that was a bonus guy when it says 5,000. Bonus guy right there. So when it says 5,000, it's one of those yellow guys. I missed one on the right, so I gotta remember next time I play, so... You play these, I think a question I often get asked is like, how do you get good at light gun games? It's just you play it over and over, and over time, like you start memorizing where enemies appear, and that's pretty much all you can do. And it takes practice, but you can definitely do pretty well. Clear the game without dying, or without even getting hits. You can get no hits in this game.
Nice try, boys. But my job's to protect this satellite. It's time for you to say goodbye. Action!
So this guy you get to shoot a bunch, which is fun. Sometimes bosses flinch, and if you shoot them when they're flinching, it counts as a miss. I haven't... They flinch after a specific number of hits. I haven't really memorized that yet. The game is actually going to... So it's an emulation glitch. When this guy jumps on the helicopter after this phase, the game will lag for a bit, and then it'll fix itself. That's an emulation thing. It's not a connection issue on my part. So right here. Actually, never mind. Did it get fixed in a new update? Never mind. Guess it's okay. Alright. Got him. Alright, one more stage. You get some points for the time. Time bonus isn't really worth a lot compared to the no miss hit bonus.
Did you get him?
A little bit of a sound glitch at the end there. And final stage. 3 stages.
My dream is just about complete. And the world will be mine.
Your project is going down in flames. They'll be here soon.
It is interesting just visually seeing how different this game is compared to the arcade.
You think I kept you
And the
alive?
sound.
General Diaz, we've got trouble.
Like, I don't know if they got new voice actors, but it sounds very much like the arcade.
It's time. Yes, sir.
It's the same people or different, but it sounds pretty accurate outside of, obviously, the increased sound quality over what the arcade had.
Action!
All right.
Action!
Wow, mistimed it. Got the bonus guy, nice. Decent combo there. Alright, Wild Dog. Ah! I didn't see that. That sucks. So if you shoot Wild Dog like 24 times or something, you get a secret route, which I tried to go for, but I wasn't paying attention, so I got shot. Let's see what I can do here.
Why is it taking you so much time to get rid of them? All right.
I'll take
I'll
care
take
of this
care of
myself.
Myself.
Action!
So when Wild Dog punches you, if you actually like shoot him at the last second, you actually score more points. But I didn't feel like playing that risky, so because I'm at 1 life. Ninja guys, though, they are freaking me out. My partner wouldn't get in the way. You can shoot Christie the X, like it doesn't penalize you, but you just get the X, like there's no penalty to it. All right, million. So typically I can score 1 million. I don't know what my PB is though. Probably find out at the end.
Action!
So if you shoot Christie, I think you lose like 10,000 points or something. No life penalty, but it is a scoring penalty, so you don't want to... you don't want to do it too much.
Oh, thank you.
And Diaz just takes 1 shot to
I'm okay.
stop.
Diaz, he's about to launch a nuclear satellite.
Alright, final part. I sometimes mess up with the satellite with the laser timings.
He's just a prototype. We are ready to launch the real one.
Alright.
You are like roaches. I underestimated your persistence. This is not a real satellite. Anyway, let me entertain you.
Alright, you will entertain us. Damn it. Got the timing wrong. Oh well. That one laser always tends to get me. That's a shame. Have you died in the Area 51? I have not played Area... I used to play Area 51 as a kid. It does work on MAME. I can probably stream it sometime. Once I figure out the off-screen reload business. Because off-screen reload on MAME's a bit awkward with this gun. I haven't figured it out. But I do have it working. Also the same with Maximum Force, which is... not really a sequel, but it's a similar type game. Disappointing it wasn't a 1cc, but oh well. It happens. And I know the sequel to Area 51's Site B is not emulated. It doesn't work. Pretty decent run otherwise. I'm tempted to try it again, but I don't know. What is my time? Because Time Crisis 3 is like a very long game. It probably will take up most of this playthrough. I'll just go to Time Crisis 3. Probably next time I'll go for it. Thanks for the GGs. Oh yeah, the sound glitches here hilariously with the emulator. I don't know what's going on here. Whatever. I really wanted to get the 1cc. That really sucks. Oh well. I'm curious to see what my PB is. It'll show at the end. I've played this game quite a bit. The star means you cleared the game in 1 credit. Okay. It wasn't my personal best, so still far. But yeah, that was 2. And I guess the bulk of this stream will be Time Crisis 3, because that's a very long game. So let me quickly set that up, and I'll close the stream as promised with that. It should be good. We'll be right back. So we'll finish things up with Time Crisis 3, which I've never won CC. So we'll see how it goes. There's quite a few arcades near me that have this game, and most of them are broken. Terminator's another good one, and the Aerosmith one. I'm not a big fan of the Terminator one, because it felt kind of like... felt unfair to me. Same with Aerosmith. They are classic, like, games. Like, when people think of, like... but they're not really light gun games, they're, like, mounted gun games, but people typically think of those.
Here they come.
I'll play those at some point, too.
No, I'd say 7.
What do you think you're doing here? This is a restricted area.
I love this intro.
Stop right there!
The controls should be all set.
Oh my god!
You're all dead. So for this game, you are basically stopping terrorists from releasing nuclear missiles, and they've taken over some Mediterranean nation. I failed the 1cc on Time Crisis 2. Like, that really disappointed me. Just made a lot of silly mistakes. Decent scoring otherwise, though, but it's not my best. So this is the first in the series to use multiple weapons. You switch weapons by hiding in cover and pulling the trigger, and then you just use those weapons. The pistol has unlimited bullets, but the other weapons have limited ammo, which you can replenish by shooting the yellow guys. Like so. You get some weapons back. Just blow those guys up. Time Crisis 3 is a lot of fun. It's one of my favorites. It's got really good production value and set pieces, and yeah, I think it's great. So some use of the machine gun there.
Handgun.
Handgun.
Action.
Shooting that back turret, the combo.
Action. Action. Action.
The red guys are back. Really nasty.
Machine gun. Handgun.
I'm not sure if I fixed it myself inadvertently or it fixed it on the new patch, but when I was playing this on older versions, there was like problems with the machine gun in this game. So like it would not shoot as fast as it should. There'd be a delay between shots, but seems like it got fixed on this version.
To be a wrecked ship. Yeah.
I need to check out Vampire Knight and see if that
Over there.
works. All right.
Action. Action.
There's a lot of red bullets in this game, and that's one of the reasons why this game is so hard.
Action. Shotgun.
Shotgun. Okay. So, this was one of the first Time Crisis games I saw too when I was growing up, and yeah, it's really hard. The thing I'm noticing with these cabinets, as I play now, is a lot of the cabinets have a problem where like if you shoot super fast, or if you use the machine gun, like the gun drops inputs. But the screen still flashes and you hear the bullets coming out. So I actually have to shoot slower, which is not fun at all.
Handgun.
I'm not sure what kind of issue would cause that on the cabinet. Also, sometimes the CRTs are like discolored or very like weak and dim. There's a red guy. So it's like way harder to see those red crisis shots come, which is your indication that you have to duck.
Action.
All right.
Like sheep to the slaughter.
Like sheep to the slaughter. Yeah, this scene is great. I think one of the reasons why I like Time Crisis 3 compared to like 4 and 5 and 1 is the set pieces. I think this game has a lot of really good set pieces and production value, and it's like a Michael Bay film. That's one of the reasons, really. But like, if you can ask me like the set pieces are and what the set pieces are in this game, I would remember them like it's the back of my hand. But like if you had to tell me what the set pieces were in Time Crisis 4 or 5, I'd have a bit more trouble remembering, because those never really grabbed me as much as this one.
You're finished.
Jump! Hurry! There's no time! Come on!
There's no time. It's a real time crisis.
He's on our tail!
Alright, first boss. Weird glitch there. There are some graphical glitches in this one. But at least the machine gun shoots as fast, like, as properly now. Which is good. I may have to check Vampire Knight as well, because I was having problems with firing in that game, but I do have Vampire Knight. At some point I'll have to play that. I like to use grenades here. Yeah, those cannons can quickly shoot you. So I just try to get rid of them as fast as possible. Like that. Also apologize for the flashing. I haven't been able to patch out the screen flash in this one. Kind of a lengthy boss fight now that I think about it. So now with the faster fire, yeah. And take care of that scene quickly. Remember in the arcade, you'd have to shoot really slow. Because if you shoot too fast, the gun would drop inputs, and it's just so frustrating. Oh crap. Okay, we're good. Thought it would run out of time, but... yeah. And scoring system in this game is like Time Crisis 2.
My name is Alicia. I'm with the Lucano Liberation
With like...
Army. And you two must be...
Every 10 hits in a row, you get points without... Every 10 hits in a row without missing. So...
We're captured by the Zagorius army.
Definitely awards accuracy.
Destroy the tactical missiles.
I see. So they're using the hostages as bait to force the resistance to surrender, right?
Yes, but that will never happen.
And so you came all the way by yourself to rescue your brother.
I like the character designs in this game too. I think Time Crisis 4 marked when the series started to get very silly, I guess. The character designs in Time Crisis 4 are pretty crazy for the main characters.
Military facility located at the summit of this mountain. We'll need to use the railway on the far side of this town. It's been used for supply transportation, and it will be our only route to the facility.
I typically skip cutscenes when I play in the arcade, but just in case people don't know the story, I let them play. Also, it's kind of nice because you can just let cutscenes play, and that gives you time as a player to like think over what you have to do next. So you can use it to your advantage. Alright. Kind of makes this part kind of reminds me of Crisis Zone with all the destructible scenery. Also helps that I'm using a machine gun just like Crisis Zone.
Handgun. Action. Action.
Scary Ninja.
Action.
There's a red guy up there that you can barely see, and he'll try to take a stab at you. I didn't know you can shoot the flower beds. That's good to know. That part sucks. I just use grenade.
Handgun.
Good luck dealing with that on your own. Yeah, hands down, a lot more action, totally. And you're actively doing stuff too. Like the pacing is pretty good. It's a bit slower than Time Crisis 2. Because they had to make the wait sequences longer, so you have time to switch weapons. But other than that, I think it's great. Admittedly, I wouldn't mind owning like an arcade cabinet if I ever find the hardware.
Handgun. Grenade.
Grenade.
Action.
Ah! Didn't dodge in time. It is safer just to shoot everyone once, but then you score a lot less. It's kind of like Virtual Cop in a way.
Action. Machine gun. Shotgun. Machine gun.
These motorcycle guys are pretty scary because they can fire quickly like that. So I like to use shotgun on them. I think shotgun's pretty good against like certain armored enemies if you just want to clear them out quickly. Another instance of that's coming up in this area.
Heading the right way.
Actually, I was just following you.
What?
Well, guess we came to the right place.
Action.
Forgot to mention too, I also like the music in this game. I think this has the best soundtrack of any Time Crisis game. Although there's a lot of tracks in Time Crisis 2 that I enjoy. I think 3 just sounds very epic and really suits the game well. Really is interesting because you think about when this game came out in 2003. I think that's when. It's kind of funny. 2003 or the early 2000s was kind of like the year of the threes in light gun games because we had House of the Dead 3, Virtual Cop 3, and I can't believe I dodged that. And Time Crisis 3. And Time Crisis 3 and Virtual Cop 3 I think came out around the same time. I think Virtual Cop 3 is a really great game. Hey, got me. That guy sometimes pops up. Actually, it doesn't sometimes. He always does. There are some cheap shots in this game you have to watch out for. I forgot about that. It was just kind of interesting how Virtual Cop 3 and Time Crisis 3 both came out around the same time. It was kind of like their own competition, Sega and Namco.
Shotgun. Machine gun. Action. Handgun.
Handgun.
Action.
Let's blow up those explosives.
Action.
Oh, forgot about those guys. Hello.
Action.
Okay. There's the white box that appears. I have no idea why. It's a glitch. I hate those ninjas.
Grenade.
And the subs, they fire really fast. It's sometimes hard to actually see the bullets come because of the waterfall in the way. But we got through it, which is good.
Alicia, she didn't make it.
You sure about that?
Alan! Wesley!
Come on, hurry.
Kind of funny. This Time Crisis 2 at a train level, so this game has to have one as well. Though I think this game executed it much more interestingly. A lot more action in this one for sure.
Action. Reload.
I have no idea what hit me. I did not see that. That's weird.
Reload. Action.
The boss of this stage, I remember. I'm not really good at the boss of this stage.
Grenade.
And I gotta think of something else to say. I'm sorry there's so much dead air. I'm just trying to focus. Yeah, first time I played this, I think, was Wisconsin Dells. The Kalahari had this at their huge game room. They had a lot of stuff. They had Ninja Assaults, Maison Flash of the Blade, and then this. And a lot of Namco stuff when I think about it. So it was cool to see. Oh, it's hard.
Danger, danger, danger. Erasure.
You guys falling down.
Action. Action. Machine gun.
These guys are really dangerous attack will hold rush forward like that. It's really dangerous. You gotta watch out for it.
Action.
So the shotgun does a lot of damage, but it's the most effective when at close range, obviously.
Machine gun.
Yeah, try to target this guy. This guy's so hard to like get a keep a beat on. Got him. Okay. So that's stage 3 in 1 credit, but I'm probably gonna end the credit in stage 3 itself. All right. So I guess we'll finish this with final stage.
Wesley!
Alicia! Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. But guess we're on foot from here.
Okay. Stage 3 throws everything in the kitchen sink against you. It's pretty nuts.
Daniel!
That's your brother?
The rebels are still refusing to surrender.
This is a main villain.
Maybe your death will teach them a lesson. It won't do you any good. Don't worry. If they don't surrender, I have another option in mind.
Twirling his evil mustache.
Daniel!
Wait! We'll take care of the enemy troops. You go and rescue your brother, okay?
The other thing I remember about this port is that the cutscenes are all, like, video, I believe. I don't think they're actually rendered in real time, but I could be wrong. I mean, because the actual models here, these are all, like, higher textures, but, like, the cutscenes look noticeably, like, not as sharp. So that's why I wonder if it's, like, a video. Which, would not be surprised if that was a thing they did to, like, save up on, like, space with the PS2.
Shotgun. Handgun.
Which tends to happen. Oh, God. 1, 2. You see, there's just so much stuff to deal with. Okay.
Machine gun. Action.
Can't even barely see that.
Handgun. Grenade.
This part right here, I think I should grenade.
Action.
The tank actually shoots pretty fast.
Action.
All right.
Action.
It was a pretty big change for the series because there's a lot more, like, bullet spongier enemies, which I think could have turned some people off. It's not for everyone. We have, like... Gotta shoot everyone once just to be safe. We have the health bar that shows how many hits are left. Alright. This fight's a nightmare.
Whoa! Surprise, surprise.
And this is probably my favorite Wild Dog fight in this series. I think it's pretty fun, but hard.
Whoa! What the?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wild Fang, and it's a pleasure
Wild
to meet
Fang. So this is the first time Wild Fang appears in this series. It's like his debut. fight is very scary because these guys will kind of work together to try to take you down. And they pop up like very quickly in front of you and will shoot red bullets. Like here. Minding my own business. And then holy shit, get jump scared by Wild Dog. That kind of stuff. It's very, very difficult bosses.
Machine gun. Shotgun.
That explosion actually lingers a lot longer than I think it is. So it's got me before where I get out of cover at the wrong time and get hit by the explosion. That's just pretty weird.
Shotgun. Action.
And they have... Wild Fang will just kick a bunch of giant crates around like it's nothing. He's got like super powered feet. Oh. He's still alive after a grenade shot. Interesting.
Action. Handgun. Reload. Grenade.
So the grenade can hit them both. I know Eseratus said that. I have no machine gun.
Shotgun.
So managing the special weapons is pretty important. Hit Wild Dog with the splash of the grenade and quickly take him out. There we go. No damage against them. Too bad I already took 3 hits going up to this, so... This final stage probably won't end well. But I think this is actually the farthest I've ever gotten in 1 credit anyway, so this is still my best game, which is nice.
Right there. Looking for him. Drop your weapons.
He just knocks him down.
Alicia, we're going after him. Take care of your brother.
Okay. Hopefully the performance works, because there are emulation glitches with the flames here. Okay. We're going okay. And a box that appears at the color box for no reason. That's another graphical glitch with the emulator. Not much I can do with that. Except maybe make that an emote or something on the server just for the hell of it. On the account. And this part's insane. Of course, that guy point blanks me. Oh well. So you have to remember when the red guys appear. So this game does have some cheapness in that regard. That's fine. That was farthest I've ever gotten in 1 credit, so that credit lasted very long, which is good. So making progress.
Machine gun. Handgun.
At some point, I'll probably dedicate a stream to just playing this game, because I would like to... It is, like, the only Time Crisis game I've never won CC'd before, I believe. In the main series, so, it'd be good to finally do it. I've... somewhat within striking distance. But it's a real marathon. I did see this game get played at a Arcade 1cc marathon in Christmas. or in December. Oh, Time Crisis 1 through 3 were all run. The guy only won CC Time Crisis 2. But he did show all 3 out. He was playing on an actual PS2, not an emulator, for 2 and 3. And he had some sort of device that actually let him, a filter that reduced the screen flash so people would not really have epilepsy issues watching the run. I can understand not CCing like Time Crisis 3 because it's hard, but Time Crisis 1 I think shouldn't take too long to clear without dying. Especially since that game, like, if Time Crisis 1 was short and Time Crisis 2 was a bit longer, this game is like... This game is like the longest, one of the longest of the series, way longer than the first two. So the series escalated a lot.
We'll take care of things here. Thanks.
Same deal with Time Crisis 4, and then Time Crisis 5 is actually like a very short game that you can beat in like 15 minutes, but cutscenes are literally more than half of the gameplay in that game. It's insane.
All targeted for Lucado and ready for launch.
Alright, final boss. This guy is a real trip.
Pretty long time ago.
So, I love the intro to this fight. It's just conveying that the stakes are high, and it's just a great boss theme. It's very well done. The game is awesome. I love Time Crisis 3 so much. One of the games where I wanted to play this with the... Damn it. One of the reasons why I got this GUN4IR device, which is the IR gun that works with this. Epilepsy warning. There's actually 1 bullet left. You have to watch out when that guy swings his sword. You do not want to be in the way of that. There's a red guy, so... Just look how many red bullets you have to deal with. And that's... When I say this is like the hardest Time Crisis game, like, I hope people understand why, because it's... You deal with so much. More so than the other games. A lot of the other games, if you're quick enough to deal with enemies, like shoot them when they appear, like you can typically like see very few red bullets, but in this game, like there's enemies that are guaranteed to fire a red bullet at you. You just don't have enough time to deal with it. Let's see if I can clear some 3 credits at least. Also, it kills all the enemies when you continue, which is a bit nice. I think I used grenades here. These tanks. Okay, this should be the final part. There we go, 3 credit clear. Okay. There we go. And that is Time Crisis 3. Time Crisis 3, 3 credit clear. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, definitely very challenging. It's a game I hope to learn better, so yeah, future stream I can probably just dedicate it just to this game. a long game. Holy crap. Shoot rockets with rockets. There we go. Yeah, it's just from beginning to end, I think the game is just really well paced, really nice set pieces. It's just a fun game. Probably second favorite for me behind Time Crisis 2, but I think it's very good. And Next Tech, that was a company that did contract work for Namco. And they worked on Time Crisis 2 and 3, and I believe Raising Storm, and Dead Storm Pirates. They have a pretty good catalog of games. But when Time Crisis 5 happens, they had different people work on it, and for many people, that's one of the signs of evidence that like the game was not as good as the others, because it was handled by different people. Thanks for the GG's, Opposition Works. These games are pretty tiring physically, but they're fun. I love Lycan games so much. And they drive off into the sunset. I feel like almost every game, when I think about it, it's the characters going off in the sunset. It's a nice little leitmotif. 1.7 million. Not sure how that ranks up compared to my others. I was a PB. Wow, okay. Not a 1cc, but PB nonetheless. People have scored as high as like 5, 6, 7 million in this, so like you can really optimize the game in ways that I didn't really do and do better. Get some bonus options as well. All right, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks everyone for watching. Just a little stream playing some games. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I feel like I'm streaming all throughout the week just to get some hours in and figure out a schedule. But yeah, thanks everyone for checking it out. And we'll quickly check if there's someone to raid. Probably not. I will probably stream. I think I'll. Who is this person?
Lucano, one of the most beautiful countries on the Mediterranean coast, and a small, peaceful island.
What are they playing? No one I'm following is actually raiding, so it's a bit of a shame.
This morning, the Zagorius Federation, one of the Mediterranean coastal nations, launched a unilateral military.
This looks kind of fun. ._level. Who are they playing?
Protests from various nations. The Zagorian forces continue their invasion.
I've never really watched this streamer before, but I'll raid them. They're playing Ghouls and Ghosts, and they're racing against someone. So that should be fun.
Tactical missiles on Astigos Island that will be a threat not only to Lucano.
Yeah, it does look pretty fun.
Two of their best agents were
I'll send the raid out, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good night, and I will see you next time. Take it.
Jump! Hurry!
Alicia Winston.
Surprise, surprise.
Wild Dog.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Wild Fang.